What's up, Brunswick County? This month on Brunswick Biz, we're taking you to a great new local hangout right here in Ocean Isle Beach that's serving up local beer, Makai Brewing Company. And then we'll meet PGA golf professional Art Colasanti, who's teaching people the game of golf at PGA Golf Academy. And then finally, if you're looking for a job or looking for employees, we'll talk to Carolina Staffing Solutions in Charlotte. So stay with us. This is Brunswick Biz, connecting Brunswick County one business at a time. We're here at Makai Brewing Company on Highway 17 in Ocean Isle Beach, and joining me now is Lowell Puckett. Thanks so much for being with us, Lowell.
No, thank you for having me.
Tell me about Makai Brewing Company and the story behind it. I know it's taken a while for you to get it up and running, but y'all have been open for a few months now, and we're also excited to have you here in Brunswick County.
Well, it all started just home brewing. It all began in the kitchen, then it went to in the garage. At some point, I just had a passion for it and just decided I wanted to leave corporate world, get back into business for myself, and do something I enjoyed, had passion.
Yeah, that's awesome to follow your passion and to be doing it right here in Brunswick County. So, are you originally from Brunswick County? Or?
I am not. I actually grew up in Northern Virginia.
Okay.
Traveled here since I was a kid, well, all the way from Wilmington, Myrtle Beach, family in Jacksonville, so I'm outside of Raleigh, and just wanted to be back at the beach.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is the perfect place.
It was the perfect place. Yeah, my wife and I both love the beach, love Hawaii, of course, hence the name. But this is, it was closer to family, but we'd still be at the beach.
Yeah, so there's a really cool surfer Hawaiian theme going on here. It's fun. Tell me about the name Makai Brewing and what that means.
Makai is a Hawaiian directional term for toward the sea. My wife and I have traveled there a few times. The moment we stepped off the plane, absolutely fell in love with it. So we wanted to bring something back here. We weren't at that point in our lives that we could probably, call Hawaii home, but we thought it would be fun to bring it here.
A little slice of Hawaii right here in Ocean Isle Beach. Absolutely. That's awesome. Yeah, Lowell, tell me about the beer and the process that goes through it. You have the brewing going on right here behind us.
Absolutely. Actually, today we're brewing the Island Falls Cream Ale, which is one of my original recipes. My father's friends loved, one of them actually wanted Sleeman's Cream Ale that he could get in Canada. Can't get it here, so I started playing around, put it together a recipe, and pretty much came up with a good hit. And so we just started building more recipes after that. Carolina Tropical IPA, which is our IPA is dry hopped with pineapple, mango, and Matuka hops. And then just kept going from there. And
you're always thinking of new recipes and things to feature.
Absolutely. My team and I both, yes, absolutely.
All right, yeah, tell me about your team.
Well, we have Gabe Ashmore, who came on board. He originally he started home brewing with me. Started just grew from there. He's now our assistant brewer, also taproom manager. And we have Colton, who's also kind of heads our taproom as well. So he handles our events.
Yeah, awesome. As I said, the atmosphere in here, it's fun. Y'all have all kinds of things going on, trivia. Tell me about some of the events and things that you have going on here at Makai.
Well, we do have our famous Colton's trivia night here every Thursday night starting at 6:30. It's been a huge hit. Everybody has a great time. We also try to bring in live music whenever we can. We're working on an art festival coming up soon. So we just, once a month, just kind of showcase an artist, have some live music that goes along with it. Also bringing in food trucks. We have food next door from the Butcher of Brunswick.
All right. And I've had their sandwiches, and they are awesome. So you can go over there, get you a sandwich, bring it over here, and have a beer with it.
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
Lowell, I also offer wine and also beer from other local breweries as well.
We do. We go up to Wilmington. It's our good friends up in Cape Fear region, and just like to celebrate, our neighbors up there and their great beer. They're all great breweries up, in that area.
Yeah, it's great to know that you don't have to drive all the way to Wilmington to get them. You can get them right here. You all have your own brews as well, but if you're coming in, everybody wants to try something different.
Absolutely.
So there's always something new to try.
We also have Panacea, which is a kombucha. It's a newer brewery up in Wilmington that does a phenomenal job on their kombucha, and a lot of fans or people that have tried kombucha in the past have actually really enjoyed this style.
Yeah, I want to ask about the Pay It Forward board. It's just over here to our left. Tell me about what that is.
The Pay It Forward board. Well, if you come in, you got a friend maybe that's coming into town, friends are coming in on vacation, you can buy them a pint. We write their name up on the board.
Cool.
You put +1, +2, however many pints you want to buy them.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Well, we are so excited to have another local brewery here in Brunswick County because it's so great for the local economy. You know, we've also been to Check 6 Brewery up in Southport, and y'all are the second to open in the county.
Yes, that's correct.
Yes, and what does it mean for the community to have another local brewery here?
I think it's something new. It's a change. It's also an opportunity to, open up for jobs, something craft, something we pull from local farms, strawberries. For example, we're going to be using local picked strawberries in our hibiscus saison coming up soon. So it's a great opportunity for people to have something new in the area, something exciting, something that's made here.
Yeah, and it's a great hangout, for the locals and visitors alike.
Absolutely.
So I know with the upcoming summer season, y'all are looking forward to having folks who are visiting come in and try y'all out.
Absolutely. Yes, we are. Yeah, it's going to be, and it's, I think when people go on vacation, they want something that they don't have at home. They want something that's different. And that's a great way for our brand to spread out throughout the state of North Carolina and, neighboring states.
Yeah, because people, they go to Asheville and they'll be, hit all the breweries up, and for people that come to the coast, this is a huge vacation destination. They can come here, they can go to Wilmington and try out different breweries.
Absolutely.
So it's so exciting to have y'all here in the local brewing scene.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah. So how have people been responding to y'all being here from the community?
We've had a great response. We've met a lot of locals. I think, unfortunately, we were trying to open in the summer of last year, but opening in the October was our soft opening. It gave us the opportunity to meet a lot of the locals, allow us to work out the kinks with our system here. Obviously, brew more beer so we have more on tap. But we met a lot of great locals. It allowed us to meet artists that we're about to pull in for art festivals and other great fun events.
It's great to have that local following. That way, when visitors do get here, they'll be asking folks around town, hey, what's a great place to hang out and have a beer, like right here at Makai Brewing, and it's just around the corner. So that's so exciting. Lowell, tell me more about the process of brewing beer. How much do y'all produce? How can people get it to go?
We are a 3-barrel system, so it's 93-gallon batches at a time that we make. We have about 10 beers that we're brewing right now, working on probably a few more. Don't want to go overboard right now. We'd rather perfect the recipes that we make. As far as customers coming in, we obviously have it available here on tap. We do have it available in some locations in the area.
Oh, really?
And cool. Such as Chili's, our friends down at Coastal Craft Beverage in Calabash, and then a couple of the breweries up in Wilmington.
All right, so y'all only been open for a few months, and you're already on tap right here locally, so that's cool. That's
awesome. We're working on a few other locations. Obviously, we're only 93 gallons, and that does go very fast, so we have to be selective on where we put it. And then as far as to go, we have 32-ounce crowlers, and we can pour anything that we have on tap to go.
Okay, and tell me how that's different from a growler.
Growlers, they're a little more difficult to pour unless you've got the proper pouring equipment. You're going to have a lot of waste, and you get some headspace in the top. So how long it's going to last is reduced compared to a crowler. If you pull the liquid all the way to the top, you cap it. It seals it completely. So we've had crowlers that sat in the fridge 2-3 weeks, still carbonated, still fresh. Yeah.
Okay. Well, tell our viewers how they can get in touch with you if they have any questions, or if they can come stop by, like where you're located and website and all that information.
We're on Facebook, so you can find us at Makai Brewing Company. You can also find our website, makaibrewing.com. And we have our menu is real time on Untapped, so you can find us on Untapped also. So every time we put something new on, we update Untapped. Our menu on Facebook and on the website is automatically updated as well.
And tell me more about Untapped. I know I've heard of it before. We've had some businesses that used Untapped Tell our viewers what that is. They'd be interested in using that.
It's an app for craft beer lovers. So basically, you have different locations, different restaurants, bars. They will put things on tap. They'll have a listing of their menu, their current menu, and it's real time. So every time you put something new on, you update it. It's updated on your app, online.
All right, so download Untapped, and be sure to look for Makai Brewing on there. Yeah. Thanks so much for being with us, Lowell. It's a pleasure.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Joining me now at PGA Golf Academy in Ocean Isle Beach is Art Colasanti. Thanks so much for being with us, Art.
Thank you, Nathan.
So tell me about PGA Golf Academy. I know you're helping people improve their golf game. Tell me about what it means to be a PGA golf professional.
I've been a PGA golf professional for 43 years and loved every minute of it. Started as a golf pro, got into the industry as a general manager, regional manager, executive vice president, but always loved being a golf professional. So I retired in 2013, and at that time I started to relax, and I said I need to do something else, and that's why I started the Golf Academy, because I love to teach.
So you moved here to Brunswick County? And
yes, we moved over here to Ocean Isle. It's where we retired to. And you all know how beautiful this place is, and that's why we came here.
Yeah, and to PGA Golf Academy, how long have you been open providing these services to folks here?
We opened in December. Okay. PGA America wants the PGA itself to grow the game. And the three things that affect the game are cost, amount of time, and difficulty of the game. So I came up with the concept of the Academy in that I give lessons, but they're only 15 minutes, they're $25, and the difficulty of the game changes drastically because I'm able to work one-on-one inside, and the simulator shows us exactly what you're doing. So that's why I created it.
Okay, so you have a simulator, which is a great way for folks to start if they've never been on a golf course to play before. So tell me about the simulator.
It's not as intimidating as you would think. And what you do is we put the ball down and you hit it into the screen, and at the bottom of the screen it shows different aspects of what the ball has just done and what your swing has done. And if I go on the range with you to give you a lesson, it takes probably about 30 minutes to have a clear understanding of what you're doing. With a simulator, it takes less than 5 minutes.
Wow. Yeah, Art, so you provide services to people who have maybe never played golf before, but they're interested in it, which is a lot of people moving down, they live on a golf course and they see people out there playing, but they don't know where to begin, and that's where you can help.
Yes, anywhere from beginner to established players.
Okay. What kind of services do you provide for those who are established and want to improve their golf game?
When they come in, what I'll do is ask them a little bit about their game and what they want to improve on. Then we'll have them go to hit some balls into the simulator, and then watch what happens with the ball as it hits the net and screen, and then we go from there.
Okay, how much can you work with somebody? I know you said that the lessons are 15 minutes, but if somebody wants to come in every week, do you have any programs or anything like that?
Yes, we can establish a teaching program to meet your needs, whatever you'd like to do.
So it's very customizable.
Yes, but I like 15 minutes because I can let you know exactly what you need to work on. Because you do need to hit balls on a range to actually get the feel of what it is out there. So that's the way we do it.
Okay, and I know you are part of this company called L2 Putters. You own the company, is that right?
I'm part owner. John Ambrose was the designer of the putter. And in 2016, we went to the PGA Golf Show in Orlando. And the PGA Golf Show is the largest trade show in the world for golf. And we were selected best putter. I knew it was good, but I didn't realize it was that good.
Yeah, tell me about the L2 putter and what sets that apart.
It sets it apart because of alignment, contact, and stroke stability. Now what I mean by alignment is the putter stands up by itself. So once you establish your position, you can walk behind it to see if you were exactly lined up. The contact aspect is most putters have a sweet spot the size of a dime. Ours is 5 dimes. And the stroke stability, and most putters weigh 370 grams. Our putter weighs 620. So the stability is straight back and straight through. So all the elements of being a good putter are established in the design of the putter. One of the aspects of the putter that is so unique is that we can custom design it to whatever you need. Most of the time when you go into a pro shop or a PGA Superstore, there's thousands of putters and you pick it up and that's the one you got to take. When you come here, you go ahead and try different, it's always the same putter head, but what I change is the alignment of the shaft, the grip, and the length of the putter. So I customize it to your comfort level, which improves your putting immediately because you're comfortable and you've got the best putter that's out there.
Yeah, it's good to know that somebody can come in and take a look at it, and you can customize it for them so they know that they're getting the best value as well.
Definitely.
And speaking of improving the game, I wanted to ask you about the game of golf, where it's heading now. There's a lot of people that are moving down here and moving on the golf courses, and it seems to be real popular here, but overall, what are you doing to help promote the game of golf?
The game of golf has changed tremendously in the last 20 years with technology and everything. About 15 years ago, it was at its height. The National Golf Foundation said at that time that a golf course needed to open every day to take care of the number of players out there. Well, that didn't turn out to be true, and actually here on the Grand Strand, they're starting to close golf courses because there's more golf courses than they need. But the key aspect of golf that is a problem is the cost, as I had said before, and the time of play. Back in the 50s and 60s and 70s, you'd buy a membership at a country club and Dad would play golf every Saturday and Sunday. Well, that's not the way it is anymore. So there's too many things going on for the family. So it has to be quick. So that's one of the key elements that we try to help improve is the speed of play. And also the cost. The cost has gotten outrageous when you see some of the green fees it takes to play some of these nice golf courses.
Yeah, so that's certainly a reason why people might want to come and get lessons from you so that they know that they are getting the best value when they go out and play. They don't feel like they're wasting their money on something that they don't know how to do.
That's exactly right. That was one of the key elements here. In a 15-minute lesson for $25, and to be able to show you the many different things about your golf swing in that 15-minute time period. You can find out if you really want to play this game, if you really enjoy this game, and if you really want to work on the aspects to improve yourself.
Do you have any more advice for folks who are learning to get into golf for the first time, or if they're really experienced and they're looking to improve their game?
43% of the strokes you take on the course are putting. Everybody walks in here and says, teach me how to hit the ball 300 yards. Well, I can't teach you that because we all don't have that talent. But I can teach you to become a better putter. And that's what I do with most of the players when they want to improve their game. Yes, I'll work with them on their golf swing, but if I can improve their putting, that's where they'll score better and improve their overall game.
All right. So Art, if somebody's looking to make an appointment with you, how would they get in touch with you?
My phone number is 704-953-2928. I live 15 minutes from here. If I'm not here when you come by, just pick up the phone. I'll be happy to come down.
All right. And you're located on Beach Drive in between the Sunset Beach intersection where the food line is and Ocean Isle Beach Causeway Drive.
It's called Sands Plaza.
Sands Plaza.
6810 Beach Drive.
All right, so 6810 Beach Drive here in Ocean Isle Beach. Thanks so much, Art, PGA Golf Academy in Ocean Isle Beach. Joining me now is Esteline Marlowe at Carolina's Staffing Solutions right here on Main Street in Charlotte. Thanks so much for being with us, Esteline.
And thank you so very much for coming. We really appreciate it.
So you started this business yourself, and you are the owner.
Yes.
And you have several locations throughout throughout southeastern North Carolina and northeastern South Carolina. So tell me about your background and why you decided to go into the staffing business.
Well, my background is this. I was working on the road, so to speak, and with an educational company. And when we did not have work, I decided that I would look for extra income. So one night in the hotel, I just opened a telephone book. And I was not familiar with staffing companies, and I saw one. So I called the next day and called for the staffing company. So they called me for an interview, and I went in. And I did the process, for the application, and thought, well, I'll just wait and see if they give me a call. So they did. The first place they called me was up in New Bern area at Hatteras Shots. Whole new world for me. So during the process of going in, and I went in, and I was like, when I went into for the reception position and dealing with the clients, they expected me when I went in to know exactly what the person I was filling in for. So I understand when an employee walks into our office sometimes, that when they fill in on this position, that they are really expected to fill in and know exactly what's the client's expecting them to do. And that's very hard sometimes. And you know, our clients train, and sometimes they're not trained. So I was, you know, on the road during this period of time of 3 years. I needed the extra income. So that is how that I was introduced to the staffing.
How long has Carolina Staffing Solutions been open? When did you decide to start this business?
I opened this business in 2002.
Okay, and you've expanded to 3 locations since then.
Yes.
So you told me where those are?
Yes, I have one in Whiteville in Columbus County. I have one in Myrtle Beach in Horry County, and I have the one here in Charlotte.
Okay, so Esteline, you tell me that you have made staffing, you know, your passion. You know,
Yes.
Finding people jobs and finding clients, employees is what you love to do.
Yes, it is my passion. I love it. If you don't, then you cannot do this business. It is a people business. And I have a term that I use, which is not very much used. I have not heard it in the staffing business. It is a matchmaking business. You've got to match the employee to the job, because you can put a person in the position with the client, but if say the client likes the employee,
Right.
but the employee doesn't like the position with the client, then it's not a fit.
Mm-hmm.
So it's got to be a fit both ways. So that is what I say. It's
Right.
got to be a fit both ways.
And that goes back to what you were talking about with making sure that the employee knows what to expect,
Yes.
and that helps them, you match them up, you know, with the right job for them.
Yes.
All right, well, Esteline, it was great meeting you. We're going to go speak to Ashley, who is your office manager, and she's going to tell you even more about what y'all do here.
Okay, and thank you so very much.
I'm with Ashley Beck, who's the office manager here at Carolina Staffing Solutions in Charlotte. Ashley, tell me about why an individual would use your services.
Well, as a candidate, you know, someone looking for employment, we are a wonderful resource to those individuals who are maybe new to the area or have been here for a while, might have been laid off, just seeking a new venture, you know. It's definitely a great idea to come in and have someone sit down with you and look at your skill set and see what you would be a good fit for. So that's pretty much, you know, why most people come to us for direction.
Yeah, and there are all sorts of people that could use your services, but in particular, you talk about, you know, people who relocated to the area, retirees that are maybe looking to pick up a, you know, new job, looking for a new adventure. We're getting closer to summer, so high schoolers, college students, they're home for the summer. You're able to work with them.
Yes, actually, we target students who are at least 18 years of age or older. Due to the nature of our business, we can't really control work hours and things of that
Right.
nature, or be on site. So students who are, you know, graduating high school, that are looking for summer employment, college students who are looking to supplement, or maybe looking for full-time jobs, whether they be temporary or permanent positions coming right out of college as well, you know, graduating there. And teachers also, anybody who is affected by, you know, summer schedules, sort of needing some, you know, temporary work, we work with those individuals as well to supplement.
Yeah, tell me about the application process. When somebody comes to you, what's the process there?
Well, of course, when they come to us, you know, sometimes we do remote hires, so we never ever meet the person. And sometimes, you know, they come into the office. We pretty much do walk-ins Monday through Friday between 8 and 11 and 1 and 4. Reason being, it takes about an hour. We do give them the opportunity to take the paperwork with them and then bring it back at their, at their discretion, as long as it's within that time frame. And so they come in, they bring in their 2 forms of identification or whatever IDs pacify the I-9, and we spend some time with them, find out a little bit about what their history is in terms of what they're seeking, what they're qualified for, and we get them in our files. They check in with us weekly. A lot of times that might be the back part of it. Maybe they've been a part of a virtual recruit, they've been hired, they've been sent to us to then process. So that's, what is all involved. We can do all kinds of testing, whether it be, pre-employment, drug testing, background check, whatever the case may be. We try to make it as easy of a transition as possible.
Yeah, I talked to Esteline about matchmaking. She was telling me about how it's a matchmaking process and trying to find the right fit for somebody. What do you do when you're working with somebody to find the right job fit for them?
Well, we look at, especially if they're new to the area, and let's say, for instance, they worked in an industry that's not really, booming in our area. We try to pull from their past experience to see what we might have that might be something they could be, a good fit for. So we'll look at their work history, checking their references, and then seeing, of course, what we have that's available that might be of a good fit for them. And if we don't have something that we feel they're really interested in, for instance, we'll get someone who's been a line cook forever and they really want to get out of the food service industry, but then we'll look and see, look at some other areas in which they've worked in before and try to see if we can put them in a different direction, because we always want to set someone up with something that's going to work for both the employer and the employee. So it is matchmaking. We have to make sure that it's going to fit either, for the long term, if that's the case, or if it's, just something seasonal. We try to make everybody happy within that area.
Yeah, what's the difference between working with an employee and seeking employment and an employer who's trying to find somebody to work for them? What do you do to the clients that are looking for people to work for them?
Well, as far as the employers, this is a very busy time that's, coming up, the summer season. Those employers would contact us. They would pretty much give us the parameters in which they're seeking for someone, whether it be temporary, temp to permanent, the schedule, what are the requirements, job duties. Duties are, job descriptions are so essential to make sure that we can find the person who can perform those essential functions. No matter if it's the primary, the sedentary, or whatever the case. So when those employers contact us, we definitely try to find the best fit for them, and the employers can be involved as much or as little as they would prefer, whether that be having us select someone or them review resumes, or whatever the case. We definitely can accommodate them and, whatever their process needs to be, because we know they're busy and they can focus on their business, so we can focus on finding that perfect match.
And so it takes that job searching part out of their job and helps them focus on their business. So
absolutely,
y'all are here for them.
Yes, we're really here, for the employers to find the best fit for them. And as far as the employees coming in, it's really the same, but of course we work for the employers in the area to find that best fit. And as far as individuals coming into us, a lot of times those jobs are already sitting around waiting for someone to fill them. So you never know if you're going to come in today and have a job filled today, or if you come in this week and then a job comes available next week. You're checking in with us, we're checking in with you, and the rest is history.
All right, well, Ashley, that's such awesome information about job searching and recruitment and all that good stuff. About if there's anybody out there that's looking for a job, or anybody who has a business that needs employees, how can they get in touch with you?
Well, of course, we're right here on Main Street, 4480 Main Street, Charlotte. They can also email me. They can look on our website, carolinasstaffing.com. We're also on social media. However you need to get up with us, we're here to serve the Brunswick County. We also have other offices as well. So we work with New Hanover County as well as Columbus and Horry County, actually.
All right, well, Ashley Beck, thank you so much.
Thank you for having us. We appreciate it.
And that'll do it for this month's show. If you have a question, a suggestion, or a comment for us here on Brunswick Biz, give us a call at 755-1770 or visit us at atmctv.com. I'm Nathan Evers, reminding you to shop local, and we'll see you next month on Brunswick Biz, connecting Brunswick County one business at a time.